What's going on, guys? Grimm here, and I fucking told you I was gonna do some Sinking City. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and play it yet. I like the fact that they actually didn't shy away from the themes of racism and xenophobia that Lovecraft was famous for, but they did put a disclaimer in the beginning because it is a huge part of his writing, for better or for worse. The man was an alcoholic, xenophobic racist. That's just a thing. You can call it a product of its time, but it doesn't make it right. So I just want to say right off the bat that I don't think any of that shit's okay. But in the context of this game and the universe that he created, the prejudices that the characters hold towards each other because they are not of this world, that they are other. He's using it as a euphemism, but still, some people might get offended, and you're well within your right to get offended, just like I'm well within my right to not give a shit because it's a game. Let's just have fun and enjoy it. So, the serious shit out of the way, I have been looking forward to this game for quite a while. I actually skipped over the Call of Cthulhu when it came out because I did not hear good things about it, and I didn't have a chance to pick that one up. I was looking forward to this one. The trailers looked really promising. I like the way that the game looks, and it's more of a third-person, sort of pseudo-open world game with like a detective storyline to it, where you kind of got to put clues together and stuff like that. And I love shit like that. I love that aspect of like Condemned. I wish we got more of it. Also, I love Lovecraft. I love his work. I love the universe he created. I love Cthulhu and the Deep Ones and all that stuff. I loved, if you haven't watched it yet, I did way back in the day, did a playthrough of Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth. I still love that game. I think it's an awesome first-person shooter. This one does feature an insanity meter, a system just like in Call of Cthulhu. I don't know how it ends up playing out. Like I said, I loaded up, it says continue because I loaded up this game and just to get used to the controls, kind of ran in circles and figured out what button did what. Yeah, this is gonna be a blind playthrough, so look forward to that. We're gonna figure some shit out together. Yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and start. First things first, though, I want to make sure. Let's see here, settings, difficulty. Yeah, it saved my. Yeah, so basically, I made sure to put it on normal because I don't play on easy. That's horse shit. And yeah, I think everything here is. I didn't really mess with any of this. Maybe I can make it a little bit darker. It's pretty bright. Yeah, so we're gonna start a new game. That's totally fine, and we're gonna enjoy that intro. Pretty sweet intro. A lot of nice imagery and stuff like that, and you can tell it's going to be a bit of a mind fuck. Alright, so what do we got here? Yeah, we got what looks like a 45.
I'll never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
So I should take it and shoot the first person I meet in the face. Letter from J. Vanderberg. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning in the presence of something great, yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment, and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes Vanderberg. Alright. And yes, that's what the load screen said, but fuck it. I went ahead and, we got the folding camera. Yes, we got the fatal frame camera. Now, any locker in the game that's marked with that, let's go ahead and reload that. You have to hold down the button. You can just, you know, rate it. What does that say? Right. I can't read it. It's a little dark. I turned down the dark because the screen was really bright for some reason. Well, look at that. Photo of a trophy plate.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Monolith National Park is waiting for you. Oh yeah, sounds awesome. All evidence collected. Alright, so we can move the fuck on. We already seem to be in Oakmont. Look at this jolly fellow.
Now get out!
Dude, we weren't having a conversation. Fuck you.
Point that at me again and I'll stick it where the sun don't shine.
Or I'll blow your fucking teeth out the back of your head, asshole. I just woke up. Alright, well here, looks like we have a friend.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Is that right? And yes, we get choices to advance the plot. Nice suit.
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
What's the deal with this city?
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task.
Really getting down to the tough questions here.
Market, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
How ominous. The flood.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
Yeah, it certainly has that.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
I see. Throgmorton. It's a great name.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Alright. What's he like?
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature, scion of a robust bloodline, a philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Oh boy, more key places, you say?
Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
How, mysterious and ominous. Let's check our map. Alright. It's a pretty big fucking place. Wow. Yeah. Holy shit. Alright. Skills. So we got your basic, like, skill trees here. Combat proficiency, vigor, mind. Lore. Trophy plate with a strange fish. Looks very lifelike. Ugh. Find Robert Throgmorton. Will do. It's a pretty good looking game, I must say. I'm a big fan of the aesthetic. Rainy, shitty. I mean, this screams Innsmouth, and that's a giant dead octopus. But mention that the name of the hotel is the Devil's Reef. That is actually where Obed Marsh used to pay tribute to Dagon in Innsmouth. So yeah, it's real nice that we're going to be staying there. Also, ooh, the Ape's Bride, sweet. But yeah, it looks like we've got Coral overtaking everything here. How lovely. And I mean, it's already started here, because look, this dude's like worshipping the storm. What does he got to say for himself?
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
Thanks, Queequeg. How very profound. Alright, so do some wandering. Goddamn sea rats. Gee, I wonder if the guy standing out in the rain with the umbrella and the white suit is who we're supposed to talk to.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
Let's see. Your features are unusual. Let's just go ahead and get this right out of the way. Yes, he looks like very ape-like. Get used to seeing people that have animalistic features. It is going to be a reoccurring thing, as it is in all Lovecraft stories.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
If you'd like to know more about why he looks like that and what royal family they, in air quotes, united with, you can read The Facts Concerning the Late Arthur Germain, which is a Lovecraft story about this very thing. Look at that, I'm educating you while I play this video game. Let's ask him about the visions.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Wow, you're a dick, and he said Innsmouthers, or Innsmouthers. I believe it's actually pronounced Innsmouth, but whatever. Go read The Shadow over Innsmouth. It's probably one of Lovecraft's best stories. At least it's one of my favorites. And it's what Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth, like the whole first part of that game is based off of.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said...
Oh my god, Donkey Kong, I'm trying to help you. Quit being a dick.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
Is that right?
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees?
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
So, again, themes of racism and xenophobia. We don't like outsiders, and we hate them because they're different. Yeah, also, if Innsmouth was already burned to the ground, that happened in, I think, like, the 1920s, the late 1920s, like 1927, 1928, something like that, according to the timeline. So, this is probably centered around, like, 1930. I didn't see a date anywhere, so look at me being a detective.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's
Because I'm the player character, Grey Babe.
Miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds
Exactly.
like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
The fuck is Vera?
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Well, okay, so we're in front of the fisherman's house, and I'm assuming that's one of them standing there with his bald head.
You mentioned
this lifeboat.
lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
Alright.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Oh my god, I want to shoot you in your big dumb mouth. Okay, so... yeah. As you can see, anything marked with, I think, that allows you to investigate or open it.
I've said everything I know.
Fuck you.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Why don't you give me that, 1887 cowboy shotgun you got there, and we'll call it even. Nice lever action shotgun. Ooh. Under the keel bar. Okay. Oh, what a nice day. Yeah. Jesus. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Die. Fucking monster. God damn it. When I first fired this up, I thought we were in a new town that was maybe built on top of Innsmouth, because you see like these half-buried cars and, you know, fish-riddled streets and shit. So I'm looking for, I mean, I guess a beach would be on the water side, wouldn't it? Ah. Police line, do not cross. Sweet. Titania.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
No, for fuck's sake.
Can't catch
Hi.
a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
Yeah, they're good at fishing.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
That's nice. Okay, so. Oh, we got a note. I hope someone finds this. My name is Albert Throgmorton, and this is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below Oakmont. There's unreadable. We should have never done that. Everything should have remained in that cave. Professor Blank. I fear that what will become of me. It's singing in my brain, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes, and blah, blah, blah. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on and on. In the end it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father. He's here. Interesting. Alright, that's not really a will, more like insane ramblings. What do I got here? It's an old school diver's helmet. That's kind of cool. Oh, you see the blue meter's my sanity meter, and it's going down.
This helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
It's got green stuff on it. Ew. And yeah, we got our little level up system, and as you can see, losing sanity makes everything go kind of wonky. Can also lead to hallucinations and give the impression that you're being attacked. At least that's what the description of the system said. Ooh. Old school fire engine. Used to have to drag these things by hand to each fire. How efficient. Okay, so I found this dude's will.
Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Bye.
Nothing but good news for you. I gotta say, I love the voice acting in this game. Especially Throgmorton's voice. He kind of sounds like the, voice of the Ancient One from the, Legacy of Kain series. Like Soul Reaver.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
That's because animals don't like Innsmouth people. Oh, that's right, you have to hold it down. What'd I find? Shell casings and gunpowder. Yes, you have to craft your bullets and everything. What do we
The
got
book
here?
is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Yeah, well, can't say the same for this fucking house. Everything's got coral and seashells overtaking it. Alright, so let's head upstairs. This is the fisherman's house. We gotta investigate this bitch. Gotta find clues and shit. Jesus Christ, man. Clean your kitchen. Which reminds me, I need to do dishes. What was that?
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Huh.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Fuck you, mustache. Alright, well this guy seems to be freaking out, so I'm sure he's someone.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Who are you?
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay. My head began to burst, and he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar.
Yep. Who the hell is Kay?
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Well, I'm here to tell you the good word about Dagon.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
What happened to Paul?
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Yeah, well, Mind Palace. It's like I'm Sherlock Holmes or something. Alright, so I guess we're looking for clues now.
Choo-choo. Ahem.
The hell was that? Don't mind if I toss the place while I'm here. Oof. That guy is way dead. Let's take a look.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Yeah. Oh shit, I'm seeing things. My sanity meter dropped. Big time. Oh no! Noise! What else we got here?
5 cards short of a full house.
That means you had a shitty hand.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
What is this? Oh, they're throwing knives at the wall. Interesting. Ah, now this is like a detective mode. So there's something in here for us to check out. No, I don't think it's this, although it's a lovely picture. Yeah, and there's the Innsmouth look.
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
I'm still going to call it Innsmouth because that's how I've always heard it
Seems like
pronounced.
Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
Booze. Don't mind if I do. Interesting.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
So it's got scales and eyes all over it. Ooh, what do we got here? Curse of the Were-Jaguar. The Modern Samson. Gromer. Hell yeah. I'm all over this place. What do we got here? Let's see, the wavy lines lead me to believe that I should enter my detective mode. Aha.
Grimma, Nehri, Grimma, Gebheil, Nugulina Haften.
Naglui Naftaken. In his house in Relier, dead Cthulhu lies dreaming. That's not what that means, it's just reminded me of the chant from Call of Cthulhu. Okay, I think I'm losing my mind because I'm seeing Bioshock Infinite terrors. Fuck it, let's walk through this bitch. Yes. What the hell? I'm in the blue world. What's this? Oh shit.
What's happening?
Okay. So... then, what happened?
Take this, ape face.
So they went crazy and started fighting each other? Alright.
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
What's this? 1?
Yeah, run!
Oh, I see. Okay, so... 1, okay.
Take this, ape face.
It's like sequence of events. Okay, so 1, 2,
What?
Take this, ape face.
3.
Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Interesting. Mind Palace. Combine parts of relevant clues to get evidence. Deductions, these explain nuances of the case. They are displayed in the Mind Palace. Okay, well, let's go to my Mind Palace. Did I get craziness from doing that? Yeah, apparently I did. Okay, so I can't do that for too long. What do we got here? Will Hammond, a fisherman, lives with the 3 other colleagues. Okay, so this is just like a list of the shit that I know. Lore? Oh, okay, so this is just the collected notes. Mind Palace, here we go. Albert attacked the fishermen. Throgmorton and Innsmouth feud. Oh, I'm supposed to, like, draw my own conclusions. Okay, Albert returned unstable. Link it with Albert attacked the fisherman? Yeah. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous and posed a threat to Lewis Flynn and his fellow fishermen. Interesting. Okay, Throgmorton and Innsmouth feud. Okay, Lewis shot without warning. As an Innsmouther, Lewis and his people suffered at the hands of the Throgmortons. That could be a reason to hate them. Ooh. Alright. Albert returned unstable. Sudden psychotic outbreak. Albert Throgmorton spread some sort of psychic influence which made everyone nearby suffer hysteria. One fisherman missing. Albert fled when wounded. I can't track down Albert. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house. I can track them using my supernatural sense. Oh, so I'm aware of this supernatural sense. Ew. Okay. What do we got here?
There's a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Oh, weird. So dude jumped out the fucking window? Oh, weird, man. They point me where I should be going? But this does seem to be draining my sanity. Don't mind me, everyone. I'm not in a trance or anything. It's weird, the handprints and shit everywhere. Okay, the longer I remain in that state, the crazier I get. What do we got here?
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Alright. And then he ran off this way? Was that a bloody handprint?
While Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Alright. Alright, we're on the hunt. And yeah, I know the episode is running a little long, but I always let my starting episode, because there's so much exposition and cutscenes and shit, not enough gameplay. Alright, first of all, two crazy dudes. One, like, knocking shit over and breaking holes in walls, and then another one who's fucking running around with a pistol shooting people. Alright, can we go up here? Okay, what's back here? Oh, we got a briefcase. Yoink. Got some booze. That's awesome. Wonder if I can make Molotov cocktails. That'd be sweet. I don't need a supernatural sense to see their big fucking blood trail here. What's this? It's like a pocket.
There's something in the pocket.
What do we got here? Lewis, please, just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping about the port. But don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest. Okay. So, the bartender...
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Ah, I remembered I have a flashlight. So... Okay. The bartender owes the fisherman Innsmouth dude with the pistol booze or money or something. Fish canning factory. No shit. Padlocks. I'm assuming I can shoot them. Padlocks and weak planks can be broken with a shot or melee attack. Alright, well I have... Ah! Shovel! Ooh. I'll take it. Oh, I thought that was a rifle. I was like, I want that. Alright, well, let's just... Fuck you!
Budge.
There's a hanging dude. What the hell's that noise? Oh, what the fuck is that? What the fuck? Hey-ya! What the fuck is that? It's like... weird human hand... vagina monster. The hell is that? I mean, clearly I found whatever happened to Albert. What the hell? Oh, they melt like Resident Evil 4 style.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
It's kind of hard to do that on accident. Key evidence collected. You! You! You want some? Okay, I think it's dead already. I don't think there was any real reason for me to be in there. Just need to get the hell out of here because I'm starting to lose my shit. Okay. Right, well, we found the body. Let's check. Oh my god, look at all this. There's so much evidence. Okay, Albert was murdered. Albert fled when wounded. Lewis pursued Albert. Okay, obviously this. Lewis may have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a Throgmorton rather than just drive him off. That's a fair point. Albert was murdered. And Lewis left the crime scene. Oh no. Oh no. Hang on, let's try Lewis left. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Lewis may be at the bar. Awesome. Alright, well I guess my next stop is to go check the bar and see what the fuck's going on. But I'm thinking I'm gonna have to leave this episode off here. But don't worry, I'll pick it right back up and we'll head over to the bar, which I think is got to be like down and around the corner from where I came from. And we'll confront Lewis about what the fuck's going on, and you guys will get to see an Innsmouth person up close and personal. And yeah, try to solve this case. Alright.